Do you know what is that yellowish-brownish substance that they are removing from the car? It is rust. How does rust form? At the end of this lesson, students should be able to state the conditions for the rusting of iron. State what corrosion of metal is. Describe the process of rusting in terms of oxidation and reduction.
Click Start and watch the video clip of this activity to find out what causes rusting. Can you determine which nail will rust? Discuss with your friends and click on the nails that will rust in 7 days. Well done! Only the nail in test tube A has rusted. What causes the nail in test tube A to rust? To answer that question, let's first find out what conditions are there in each test tube. Let's first look at test tube A. Click on the correct answer. Is there water in the test tube? Well done! Is there oxygen in the test tube? Well done! There are both water and oxygen in test tube A. Now, determine the condition that is present in test tube B and C. Well done! Well done! Well done! Well done! The nail in the second test tube is exposed to oxygen, but there is no water. The nail in the third test tube is exposed to water, but there is no oxygen. So what do you think caused the rusting? Key in your answer and check your answer when you have finished. Determine the conditions in test tube D. Well done! Well done! What will happen to the nail in test tube D? Discuss with your teacher and friends. Look at these pictures. What happened to these metals? This is called corrosion. This ship's rudder, which is exposed to sea water, corroded. This statue, which is made of copper and bronze, corrodes when exposed to air and also water from the rain. The silver spoon and fork is tarnished, meaning it is no longer shiny, so the silver has corroded. From the examples that you have seen, what does corrosion of metal means? Click check when you have finished. Corrosion of metal is the attack on the surface of the metal by chemicals in the environment. What happens during the rusting process? Look at this water droplet on this piece of iron. This droplet of water on this piece of metal forms a voltaic cell, meaning it has an anode, cathode, and an electrolyte. Click on the steps to know about the process involved. From the animation, can you explain the process that is involved? Click check when you have finished. Oxidized, that is, it loses electrons to form ions. Now, click on the other steps and complete the table given. Electrons released by the iron atom flow to the edge of the water droplet where there is plenty of dissolved oxygen. At the edge of the water droplet, the electrons are received by the dissolved oxygen and water to form hydroxide ions. The iron 2 ions and hydroxide ions combine to form iron 2 hydroxide. Iron 2 hydroxide reacts with oxygen and water to form hydrated iron 3 oxide, which is rust.